What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Behind the Counter. I always stop and pause for a second to make sure that's working. But welcome into the Behind the Counter podcast. We are live here on a Thursday here on Instant Games TV. Steve, Mike, and I. What is it? October. What?
Is it going to be Thursdays going forward? We'll be live here.
I don't know. I mean, ideally, I like to do. If we shorten the episodes up, I think we could do 2 episodes a week. Maybe we did like a 20-minute episode both days, 25-minute episode both days. I think
20's a little slow.
What?
20's a little low. Maybe
30.
But
we gotta look at 20. No, here's the problem. We can make a 20 episode very entertaining. Like, there's nonstop. Like, when you try to do 45 minutes, 240, it starts to get like dead. Like, 20 minutes we can fill no problem. So sometimes that makes it more entertaining just a quick watch 20 minutes.
Between the 3 of us, we could probably fill like 4 hours, no problem.
I mean, maybe if we're talking about fast food or something.
Fast food, fantasy football, or...
You hate fantasy football.
I do hate fantasy football, but I love watching everyone argue about it.
He hates football, but he was very interested in my Owen status while it was going on. Extremely interested.
Steve likes to hide it, but he's very much a troll at times.
Oh, absolutely.
I broke free, and then when I came in on Wednesday, they were all clapping. Him and Dave when I got out of the Owen house.
You still got a long way to go, pal.
I'm out of it.
You had this one problem that you've removed yourself from. Now you just got to get another win.
I highly suspect that we will be tied at the end of this week, pal. And then you're going to start sweating bullets.
I'm not.
Let me
tell you something, Mike.
Sweating bullets, pal.
Let me tell you something.
Right now you're coasting by because, I'm doing better than Mike, so I must not be doing too bad. Once you're beneath everybody...
I'll let you finish, then I'll talk.
It's going to be very abundant that your team stinks.
Can I talk now?
I do if you say your team stinks.
My team's not that good. But here's the thing. I'm 2-2. I'm not in the Owen house. I'm the defending champion. My team has been suffering injuries left and right. I'm content where I'm at.
Your team last year was far superior.
Let me tell you something. My history has shown that whenever I'm way out in the lead, I know. There's 6
You had bad luck last year, but your team was good. This year, your team's just bad, and you're having somewhat good luck.
I'm having bad luck.
And it's a very different scenario.
Bad luck. There's no good luck coming out of my team.
You had a lot of good players that were kind of screwing you over last year.
I should have beaten you. That's not good luck that I beat you.
This year? No, that was good luck.
The first match.
That was very good.
No, it wasn't.
That was extremely good luck.
You went 0-3, Mike. Your team obviously wasn't that good.
And I'm about to pass you up, pal.
The reality is that I have found that whoever's leading the standings all season long never wins the title. So have fun, Nate. Have fun, Adam. Have fun, Steph. Have fun, Tom. I'm saying it right now.
I think the year that I won, I was leading the whole
No, you weren't.
With Lamar.
Let me explain. Mark, this is a wild Dan claim. Neither Nate, Adam, Steph, or Tom will win the championship this year. None of those 4. And those are the top 4 right now in the league. And they're putting up monster points. I don't think any of those 4 win the title.
Probably not.
Based on what?
Based off how the fantasy gods and the fantasy season works. That's how.
So you're saying there's going to be betrayal?
Mike, how can you sit there and say you're 3 times just as much as me? How many times you slide in the 5th, 6th, or 4th slot and you end up winning the championship? It's how it works.
Only the first time. That was a magical ride. Other than that, my teams have been dominant.
The winners never have the dominant team at the beginning of the season.
Finished like 4th.
The people who win the championship are the people who manage their team and get the right moves at the right time in the final 6-game stretch to the playoffs is who wins the championship. That's all. We have enough shows to talk about fantasy. That's about it. And just we got Steve annoyed with our 5 minutes of fantasy.
Dan's starting to get nervous.
I'm not annoyed.
Dan was proud at his 2-0. Now he's had 2 weeks of losing.
Let's keep it on the subject of sports. NASCAR, big news. William Byron just got his points. I mean, people who don't follow NASCAR have no idea what we're talking about. But people who do know that William Byron got his 25 points back. Big news, Mike. Big news.
I thought you said they were keeping his points.
No, they took his points.
Now they add him in. I mean, as big Hendrick fans, I mean, one Hendrick fan. I sometimes question if Steve's a Hendrick fan or not.
I'm a 24 fan.
Okay, the reality is it's a big day for Hendrick. They now have probably 3 guys avoiding catastrophe on Sunday. Have a good chance of getting 3 cars in the top 8.
Chase Elliott's locked in. Actually, I have the points up right now.
I think William Byron and Kyle Larson within a point of each other.
Byron.
Will it?
Would it
4
be?
points.
What?
Larson's up 18 and Byron's up 14.
All right. So I mean, we have a good shot, but I've also seen disaster strike before, so I'm not sitting here counting our chips just yet.
Last year's Roval race. Yeah, boy.
So we got that. NASCAR. Let's jump into a week of games too.
Mm-hmm.
So we got NASCAR just came out with for dating NASCAR people. I don't know what to tell you. We're still waiting for the NASCAR heat up. I mean, the game literally. I don't understand it. I don't understand. Okay, we're going to open it up to a broader subject now. So we're talking about any games. I don't understand the people who sit at these studios and make these games. I don't understand it.
Sure, it's people that are just doing it from a pure money-making perspective.
Really? Let me ask you a question. How long have you been waiting for Overwatch 2?
Not really that long.
Okay, how long has it been projected to come out?
It was
4 years now?
Yeah, 3 years.
Okay, and they couldn't possibly imagine that the problem they're having now?
It looks like it's well on its way to
really? Steve tried to get in 2 hours
I
ago.
did get in.
Okay, but he tried to get in around noon, and he had 400 people waiting in front of him before he could get in.
That's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
I had 40,000. They're working on it.
That's not
40,000.
When I log in to play Overwatch online, I expect no fucking problem, pal. Okay.
Well, that would be true if you had paid for a product, but this is a free
That's
product.
not the point. So now because it's free, okay, there's a problem. I'm sorry, didn't see this in Fortnite, the greatest game ever created.
When it first came out,
didn't see it in Fortnite. Didn't see it in Call of Duty Warzone. Didn't see it in Apex. Didn't see it in PUBG.
You need to tell me they didn't get a
Does PUBG even exist anymore? Hello?
Yeah,
PUBG, is it still around? Yeah, they got no credit for anything. PUBG, I love it. PUBG, they got an office over here. You know what I love? We went down to PUBG and we started putting this whole thing together, a little studio. We went down to PUBG over there and wanted to do a little work. They spit in our face and we said, okay, see you later. And now their game is not even in existence anymore. I love it. In fact, I bet that studio is not even open in Saratoga anymore.
That's closed.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it closed?
No, it's open.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes. Double check.
Well, the game
Last
still
time I went
runs,
by, it was
so I
open.
assume if that's the only
Is it? How
place.
many people really playing PUBG these days? Sorry.
There is probably Steve might have the exact number.
Fortnite came in and stomped its fucking throat out.
That's not really even a discussion or a harsh take.
At least on Steam.
What?
That's just a fact. That's
It's a
not really
fact.
harsh.
It's not even. I'm not trying to make it. I'm not making it. They came in and then stomped their fucking throat in.
But now it's washed up, which is also a fact.
What is?
Fortnite.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's washed up.
Ninja was playing it the other day and had 25,000 people.
Too,
and had 25,000 people watching him. Sorry.
That's not that great for how he used to do. That's pretty good viewage, but he used to put up like.
Oh, I'm not well aware what he used to put up.
All right, so you know damn well.
I don't think anyone's put. First of all, I don't think anyone putting up the numbers they used to put up.
Big
Twitch is
ol'
dying in
XQC.
general. Twitch is dying in general. There's
XQC.
more options for people to go watch now.
Gets 80,000.
I mean, even though we're on Twitch and that's our platform, but like,
and he never plays Fortnite.
who?
XQC.
XQC stinks.
Well, let me ask you this: does anyone play Fortnite on our channel even?
Austin plays every once in a while, doesn't he?
Not in a long time.
It's all about Apex these days.
Is it?
I don't
Yeah.
like it, but it is.
Who
about
playing
it.
Apex?
Everyone on the
Austin.
channel.
I was yesterday. PUBG currently has over 100,000 players on Steam. Right now.
It's not
How
bad.
much does Fortnite have? And don't think there isn't someone that's sitting in the PUBG office keeping track of those numbers on a second-by-second basis. Oh, we're up to 100,000! Woo!
Between 2.9 and 4 million.
pretty absurd.
Give me a fucking break. I mean, come on.
Well, no one expected that to be close.
I mean, give me a break.
How many people are on Apex right now? That'll be a closer one. I still think Fortnite's more just because all the consoles it can play it on. You can play it on your iPad.
This is the guy who was just saying a minute ago, it's a dying game.
But it's still dying.
And yeah, it's never going to be what it was.
Apex has 95,000 on right now.
Close to.
So even
Less than
PUBG's
PUBG.
beating it.
That is pretty.
You know, we're going to have to sit down and have a little chat with OC5 and
OC5 has stuff
OC5 and Austin, who are both playing Apex, and it's a dog water game from what I can tell. Hot dog water. Okay?
Not even the cold dog water.
How many people on Overwatch 2?
No one. You can't get in.
Well, it's stuck because so many people are trying to get in. It's not because no one wants to play.
Live player count. It is currently 153,000
That's it?
within the last hour.
That's not a lot.
It was pretty absurd.
Over the last 30 days, they had 10 million players, which over the last 2 days, it was 10 million.
Okay,
players.
but here, okay. Well, let's rewind back to where this rant was going, and that is the fact that I don't understand how people who sit here and develop these games can't conceivably put a game together that is what a consumer wants, and B, have the engines and the functionality to have the game ready to go. That is completely unacceptable. That Overwatch 2 drops and people have to deal with that. I'm sorry.
I think there's
the game's been in development for 3 years. That is bullshit.
There's
It's
people
absolute
specifically
bullshit.
attacking them.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
getting DDoSed.
It's Blizzard. I'm sorry they don't have defense mechanisms ready to go.
They're also one of the biggest targets in the world.
They're also one of the biggest electronic companies in the world.
I do agree that it's a little suspect that they weren't prepared.
It is what it is.
You're telling me that Blizzard doesn't have a line of people lined up ready to go to take down these threats?
They said they've been
They
working
should.
24/7.
You know what I
since
have
the
a funny
game came
feeling
out.
it is? Here's what I have a funny feeling. I think there's one guy, no offense, Steve, like you, that's probably sitting there at a table with his laptop. The only guy in the office who's sitting there at Blizzard Entertainment, the big national traded company, sitting there with one little laptop going, I'm ready to take on the problems, and then everything coming. There's a company that big should have a whole entire department.
They do have a whole entire department.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Exactly.
They're
It's
working.
They're working. It's all I keep it. They're working. Let's jump into NASCAR. You couldn't conceivably possibly make any worse of a game than what NASCAR Ignition 21 was.
I'm having fun with the 2022 update.
What?
The cars race really nice.
Oh, great. Who can you play with? Nobody. They didn't do anything right.
There were 69 players earlier on Steam.
To compare Overwatch 2 to NASCAR is also very absurd.
Yeah.
Once you get into Overwatch 2, the gameplay is perfection.
Blizzard is
Pure
just a
wetness.
shitty company.
But my
Motorsport
point
Games
is-
just a front for the Russian mafia.
No. My point is I'm seeing less and less attention given to these games that have taken a long time to develop. Overwatch 2 had 3 years. 3 years!
They interviewed.
Is that when
3 years!
Is that when they started, or
That's when they announced it.
So
They did-
4! They've probably been working on a lot more than since when they've announced it.
A
the
lot
big
of developers-
conspiracy thing is that you need a cell phone to play.
They did
What?
remove that.
I gotta have a cell phone to play Overwatch 2?
You
They
just
removed
need to have your. They removed it already.
Yeah.
Wow! After they got my number, of course. Wow.
I'm gonna tell you what that is. It's a good old classic EA trick. You gotta do your little stupid logins, and you gotta get your emails and phone numbers. And it's
Well,
just
now
like-
you don't need it, I guess.
It's just that's why, you know what? Everyone laughs. Okay, no game is free. You understand that? Do I need to break down economics to everyone here? No game is free. Let me tell you what I mean by that. You logging on to Overwatch 2, like Steve. Oh, here's my number. Here's my email. Here's my address.
I mean, I put.
You know how much they sell that for?
Oh yeah, lots of money.
Oh, good. You know how much everyone they sell is probably $30, $40.
No, not even that. Probably more.
Steve, people
probably
pay
get
a
like a-
fortune for mailing lists. A fortune. So at the end of the day, you end up getting about 50 different spam emails every week. That
Actually,
right
I don't get
there.
any spam emails.
Well, good, I'm sure they're coming, pal.
No, I keep very good track of when I sign up.
How many phone calls you get that are spam?
a lot more than I would.
Oh, there goes your phone number. The people are calling you.
It's
Okay.
one number from fucking Quincy, Massachusetts.
You get that because they sold your number.
Somebody did.
There's no game that's free. Okay, when you gotta sit there and put in your contact information and your phone number and your email, that is paying for the game. I'm sorry, that's what it is. That's what it comes down to. You're not really. No game's free.
But did you pay any money?
You're wasting your time.
I hate doing that more than anybody.
You're wasting your time putting it in, and you know what? You're selling your information. Is your information not valuable? My email, I think, is valuable. I don't have my other phone with me, but if I log in, you know how many emails I delete a day from my Yahoo account? That's not even my work email. My Yahoo, which is the email I just put down for stuff I delete
You've
probably...
also signed up for like thousands of things.
No, I have to delete like 30 emails a day from my Yahoo account. It's ridiculous. And then out of those 30, I gotta find the 1 or 2 I do need. That's wasting my time all day reading emails and deleting them.
I just don't even read them. I just delete them.
Not to mention, I can't even answer my phone anymore because I don't know what number is real and what number is not real.
That is absurd.
Okay.
Well, no one calls anybody anymore.
You're paying the price for your free games, everyone. Okay, because no game's free.
That's not that's doing it. There's a lot of other things that have done that by this point.
But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, your argument is, well, no, the game is free to play. You can't expect it to be. No, wrong. They're making a lot of money off of Overwatch 2. They're making a lot of money off of Fortnite. They're making a lot of money off of Warzone. They're making a lot of money off all the other free-to-play games.
They did shut down Overwatch 1. So then the people that bought that and no longer had access to it. So
which is bullshit.
I guess they do have some demands, the people that used to be playing it.
I mean, if I bought a game for $50, now I can't play it, it's kind of bullshit. But, to be fair, the game is free. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you need to have the Overwatch game to play Overwatch 2.
No, you can download it off of the...
Well, I couldn't. It was trying to charge me the other day.
You just have to back out and go back in.
I don't know.
It's a classic.
I would have to delete... I think what you had was like the disc version. If you delete that version...
I don't know. All I know is that First off, when I got home, the game was already updated. I don't even know how it did that. Overwatch 2 was already on my thing.
Well, it's just updated the Overwatch Origins edition.
Okay, but then I was like, when I went to try to do it, it wouldn't let me do the one.
So when I started up my Xbox, it was in that little corner where the advertisements go. And I just clicked that, and it brought me to, it's like, oh, this offer expired. I was like, well, that's bullshit. So then I just went to the store and typed Overwatch 2, and it said it was free. So
I'm running, my patience is running very, very thin. And then people want to cry the blues. The Call of Duty people. Or no, not the...
What are the Call of Duty
I mean, like, the video game people in general just want to cry the blues. Oh, no, sales are so down. Make a good game. I don't want to hear that Motorsports... Racing, whatever their corporate name is going out of business or filing for bankruptcy. You developed one of the worst games ever created.
No, they're going out of business because they're a front for a mafia.
Steve,
it's
that's going down real deep into the hole. Okay, we're talking about the fact
that Steve
look at the fucking person who's the head of Motorsport Games. He has been part of multiple different fronts and scams.
This is a classic Steve YouTube video.
This is a classic Steve. This is a classic Steve throws out this type of stuff, and then we'll sit there and say the game's really not that bad.
I enjoy.
But yeah, he's saying that stuff. The game's horrible, and the reason why the company's not doing great, Steve, because no one bought the game, and the game is awful. That's why they're not doing good.
They're not doing good because they made a game. They overpromised the game. Didn't show any gameplay till like a week before, and then everyone who pre-ordered it bought it. And then it just went bad from there. No one bought the DLC. No one played online. They couldn't.
Yeah.
Well, there's absolutely no online presence for that game.
It's awful. It's the worst game ever created. Worst game.
It's just absurd to go from a perfect system, that Heat 5, for at least matchmaking. Well, I mean, there's its errors, like people that you kick being able to join back in pretty much right away. But other than that... The wild downgrade.
It's literally the worst game ever created. Sorry.
It's not the worst NASCAR game. I've played worse.
That said, I've stood here for a long time bitching about WWE not doing the GM mode, and I haven't taken any time to play it.
Such a wild betrayal for you and Nico had your little team. That was actually a pretty funny little stream that you were doing. But
I brought. Did we sell that yet?
No, it's still out there.
I think I'm thinking about taking it home and trying it for a little bit.
Need to start trying Overwatch 2 out a little bit, pal.
That said, I do have an official announcement to make. Are we ready for this?
Oh, I already know now.
You know what the
spoiled
official
it.
announcement is?
Your return to Overwatch?
I am making my full-time return to Overwatch 2, and I'm taking no issues with it
What do you mean?
whatsoever.
Why would
I'm not taking bullshit. I'm going to tell Johnny to shut the fuck up. I'll tell Butt to shut the fuck up.
Dan,
I'll tell Mike to shut the fuck up. I'm not dealing with nonsense.
Toxic. If you need to be told a tip or two to improve your game, I expect you to listen and thank you for the tip after.
And I'm putting together a team.
Good. I won't be on it.
Yeah, you will, pal.
I won't be on it.
Who's
pal.
on this team?
I don't know yet. I'm gonna try to find 4 other people to play with on a day-to-day basis.
I refuse to be headed by a team or someone who is stinky at playing the game as you. That's absurd.
Let me explain something to you, Mike. I haven't put as much time into Overwatch, okay, as those freak shows. Sorry, Steve. You, and Dave, and Johnny, and Butt, and you, and Tom. Okay, I'm sorry. I've put in the bare minimum into Overwatch. And yeah, I'm not that great at Overwatch. I haven't put any time
So
or
that's
dedication
fine. You know
into
your
it.
role when you pop into the group.
Okay, that said, I've played a lot of shooting games over my time. I don't need to be instructed by
This is
Butt.
a very unique game. Though.
I don't need to be instructed by Butt or Johnny on how to shoot a gun. Don't need to know that. Okay, I'm well aware of it.
Maybe not how to shoot a gun, but
Okay?
where you need to
and
be.
you can
during
say whatever
certain
you want to
times.
say. And I don't know how it works for you on your team, Steve, when you play. But when you have someone who's the worst, it's easy to just blame them, even though they're not really at fault. Let me tell you, when I used to play with Mike and Johnny and Butt and Tom, okay, Tom, okay, would be watching we would lose the match, and instead of Tom trying to figure out why, he was sitting there watching me play. Dan, am I watching Dan? Like,
Well, when you die, you have to watch somebody.
no. Tom would be fully alive, okay, and instead of helping us win the game, he's watching what I'm doing and bitching about it. Worry about your own guy. This is the trolling that I have to deal with in Overwatch, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to take any problems. I'm not taking any shit this time.
Well, Dan, you need to get better, and then there won't be any shit.
I'm going to play all the time.
That's good.
I'm going to pick who I want to pick. I'll be whatever I want to be. I'm not telling who. No one's telling me who to
You
pick.
can
or who
play
not
all
to
the
be.
time, and you can play under your rules, just no one will play with you if that's how it goes. You'll be playing by yourself, solo queue.
Not really. Bud and Johnny are dying to play with somebody.
You'll pick the players that you're told to play, and you'll fucking
I don't
like
think
it,
so.
pal.
And if I get any whiff of through the headset, you'll fucking hear about it, okay? You will fucking hear. I'll go, is there a fucking problem, I'll say, when that happens?
And you won't like the answer.
Because you know what? It's always easy to blame Dan for the loss. Because let me tell you why. You know what I love? See, here's another thing when I used to play Overwatch with these fools, okay? I would play Overwatch. I would have like 2 gold medals.
You would never have any.
I would have 2 gold medals, and I was still the reason why we lost.
Gold medals.
But I would have the gold medals.
Never any gold medals.
Yeah, plenty of them.
Never.
Yet the guy who didn't do anything, but here's what I love about some of these guys. Like Johnny will disappear. You won't know where Johnny is for half the game, but everyone just assumes Johnny's out doing what he's got to do to win the game. But you don't know what he's really doing. Same thing with Butt. Same thing with Mike, and same thing with Tom. But Dan has like this radar on him, where everyone is watching what I'm doing and where I'm at any minute of the time. Like it's bullshit.
It's a little thing called situational awareness.
No,
man.
not really.
If you know what the team's doing, what they're supposed to be doing, you'll know where they're at.
Nope.
And if someone's not doing the right thing, it sticks out like a sore thumb.
Nope.
It's supposed to
That
operate
said,
like a
I'm making
well-oiled
my
machine.
official return to Overwatch.
Nice.
Good. And we won't talk about it again.
You're not playing
yeah.
Diva.
What?
You're not playing Diva.
If I want to play fucking
and you're
Diva,
not playing Reaper, so you have to
I'll
pick
play
between
fucking
the-
Reaper if I want to. I'll play fucking Diva if I want to. I'll play the machine gun that looks
You're-
like a tank guy. I'll do whatever, Bash, and I'll do whoever
playing-
I want to be.
You'll be playing
I'll play as
Mercy?
Amora. I'll play as, who's the one that flies around that does nothing but heal?
Mercy or Lucio,
Mercy.
and that's it.
I'll do whatever I want to do.
That's fine. You will be doing whatever you want to do.
Fine.
By yourself.
Well, then I'll play by myself.
You wouldn't have fun.
Did the phone just ring once? No. I'll play I'll find my own group of posse and I'll play with them.
You can always join us.
I don't know if I'm ready for that sweatiness yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we all kicked your ass when we all played together, so it was pretty fun.
Steve, I haven't played Overwatch in 2 years. Okay, I wouldn't think if anything, if I was killing you, you should be very concerned, pal.
I have no such
very,
concerns.
very concerned if the ends.
That said, I heard from Mike's very own lips that he smacked you around quite a bit in Overwatch.
I did get them back. But I really
Not just a
remember
few times, but a lot. I heard.
Yeah.
We did come across each other a good amount of times in the old alleyways. I was like, little Steve.
So Mike gave you the beatdown?
He gave me the bags. I'll remember.
No, not the bat. He gave you the beatdown multiple times. I heard.
Well,
Yeah.
the bags have to come after that. So that's what he's saying. And you don't act like you didn't get any bags either, pal.
I'm sure
I
I
gave
did.
you just as much, if not more, than Steve. And I booped you off the ledge as well.
Okay, well, that you did that. Okay. That's a classic.
very,
You're running around
embarrassing.
trying to do that.
And so, Dan was so confused and appalled, and his emotions changed from like
Not
three
really.
different ones in a couple seconds. It was great. He thought he had me on the run. He was chasing me, and then just boop right off the ledge.
It is what it is. All right, so that's it for Overwatch.
The official return of Dan.
The official return of Dan to Overwatch.
We will be looking forward to this.
We shall. Moving on to another game. The CJ Playmaker. What is it called? The Memer Dreamers or Dreamer
Dream
Meme?
Memers.
What is it?
Dream Memers.
The Cup has officially ended.
So is that the name of the cult now?
That's
You
the
guys are-
name of the Grand Prix.
No, come.
What a disaster this whole operation
I
has
had
been.
fun.
Oh, I had fun. I mean, look, I had fun, but I didn't have fun. It's the most stressful fucking thing I've ever done playing a game. Like, there is, and I hope no one takes any offense to what I'm about to say, but like, there are so many dirtbags and scumbags in that Mario Kart league, and Steve knows it. They're all, it is fucking cutthroat in that league. Absolutely cutthroat. From fourth place
just
to
the Mario
12,
Kart in
everyone's
general.
just beating the shit out of each other. It's like I could not. I would be in second place in the last lap in like the last turn and end up in. I was cursed like a motherfucker yesterday.
It's the classic case of don't hate the player, hate the game, Dan. That's just, I mean, you sign up
So
for
many
Mario Kart.
cutthroat players, and you know what? Everyone, and Steve's at fault. Dave's at
yeah.
fault. I saw Dave hit me a bunch of different times with those little red shells, and then try to scoop by me with Wario or whatever he was.
Waluigi.
Waluigi.
Waluigi's pretty wet.
Yes.
I'm picking a different person too. I like Toad. I'm getting squashed around like a banana out there.
You're not allowed. You're stuck in the Toad forever now.
No, he's not. He can change.
So next season, if I put in my request to be DK before Amp started, do I get him?
It goes by points.
Wow.
What does that
Amp gets first
Wow.
because he beat you with points.
There's more and more rules that are just like, hey,
Yes.
That's just courtesy.
Yes.
is it? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dan will
If-
never be DK in
if
this
you-
league.
If you beat me in Mario Kart, and I want to be your character, but you don't want to get off the character, you get that. Yeah. Anyway, it was fun.
It was definitely fun. Don't get me wrong, but it's also very stressful.
I will happily.
So
And I don't like playing all the courses that aren't part of the main thing.
We're
Sorry.
going to be having some more courses added over the winter.
I don't like playing all those. Wait till you play, Mike. You gotta get in the next season.
We'll see.
You gotta get it. The stress of just making sure you select the course.
I'll just select the wrong course.
I selected the wrong one yesterday, and I tried to get out of it. It won't let me get out of
Did
it.
it not pick it though? Did it?
I went over to click it, and I didn't hit as many times as I thought. And I hit it, and I selected the track next to it. I'm like, whatever. And then it wouldn't let me go back and change it. I'm trying to change it, but it was like, I was like, whatever.
Sounds like you had some issues, Dan.
But much better using the Pro Controller.
Where did he finish overall? How many people are in the league? 12?
There are 11 people in the league. Dan finished.
Maybe 8th or 7th.
He finished 7th.
So 8th, 9th, 10th. So
Definitely on the bottom half.
no, I'm definitely in the bottom half.
But you beat a couple rivals.
But I'm also starting to learn a few of the tricks of the trade around here. And, let me tell you a little something, Steve. I know you get stressed out when I start throwing some...
I'm always stressed.
When I start throwing out some accusation, but CJ the playmaker who wants to be the commissioner and have all these rules and regulations, that's all great. I got in trouble for having the wrong tires once that I actually lost speed on. It didn't help my car. I actually lost it. But I'm also noticing, and I like to have an official. Can I request for the commissioner to release an official statement on my question? Is that possible?
He did, actually.
No, I want to know about this whole...
About the tires.
No, I'm not talking about the tires. I'm talking about the fact that I'm always starting last. I want to know...
Is that a fact, or are you
It is a fact that every race I start, the first race of the night, I'm always dead last. And I know I got in before 2 or 3 other people last night.
It might be the order you select the map,
CJ is always first.
It might be the order you pick the map in, and you always pick the map last.
That's not it. No. The first race, it goes off a different. After the first race, it goes off of the order of the race you finish. Yep. So when I finish 7th, I start 7th the next race. The first race of each cup, CJ is always number 1, and that is a huge.
Well, he's host.
Okay, but still, that is a huge.
That's not a league problem. That's a Mario Kart itself problem.
I don't care. It's a little thing that people don't want to recognize. They don't want to recognize it, but it's a little thing that CJ is getting a huge benefit off of. You know how many benefit? You know the huge benefit of starting first. You get way out. You don't have to deal with the garbage in the back of the pack. And Steve knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
All the bananas, all the red shells, they get all sent in the back of the pack. You're way up. You know what I mean? Any time a red shell is sent, second place ain't getting a red shell. Third place ain't getting a red shell. Fourth place is probably not getting a red shell. So any red shells that come up, they're hitting those guys before they hit number 1. And CJ starts first every time. I'm trying to get a little. I'm starting to circle.
It's kind of like where you start, though. Depends on what you get from the question mark. So he never gets a good thing to start out with.
It might go off of after the cup itself ends. It goes off of the points.
I don't think it does. You never started first in the first race of each cup.
Not after the first time.
You started right next to me, the first one of them, because I was starting to get annoyed with it. And then we started the 3rd cup, and you were right next to me, 9th. And you weren't next to me all the other one, but I'm dead last every time. Every time. I don't understand it. I don't know why I'm dead last. Maybe if whoever has the named cup, they should host that cup. So they start first.
A lot of effort.
Okay, but still, it's called fairness. And CJ getting the top spot every time. Is that fair? I'm simply saying, if I got questions, I'm simply bringing it up because I got questioned about tires that when I was finishing 8th every time.
Have you tried getting good and getting a rocket start?
What?
Have you tried getting good and getting a rocket start?
What do you mean?
Where you get a boost at the start?
I know how to do that.
Okay.
But everyone else does that. It doesn't do anything.
There's multiple different degrees of it.
I know how to do the boost.
Yeah, there's multiple.
Okay, but the CJ in first place is doing the same boost. At the end of the day, this is how we normally start. And then we both do the boost. He's still not getting any. I'm still not gaining anything on him.
No, but you're ahead of the rest of the chaos behind you.
And then there's no bathroom breaks whatsoever. I finished one race real quick, and I quick selected the race, and I quick ran to the bathroom, and by the time I got back, the next race had already started. And my bathroom's right next, it's in my room.
You were just sitting there in 8th.
It literally started, oh, fucking shit, I ran across, and the car got for the first turn, and then I saw, actually, it was funny, that race, I actually was running 3rd or 4th for half the race. And I actually made a comeback, but then I got bumped at the end, and ended up finishing 9th.
Maybe starting, going near the back, 10th, 11th, 9th, would be a blessing in disguise because you get all the good items, the bullet bill, the star, and the mushroom.
Steve,
and then
it's not how it works. And
I know how it works, but you know how it works.
When you're stuck in the back, you get hit by the people with rockets, you get hit by the people that have the stars, you get the red shells, you get the bomb. When you're up in the front, you don't get any of that. So once you're out in the front, how many times have you started leading a race and then continue leading all the way through?
None.
I find that hard to believe.
There have been
Once you get out, everything that gets sent hits second plate before it hits you.
Not the
Hits
blue
third
shell.
plate before it hits second.
Not the blue shell, man.
That doesn't go out that often. Maybe once a race.
Yeah.
Not often does there blue heat seekers coming.
I normally
Unless
see it once or twice.
The person is like far enough ahead to where it's warranted.
Okay, it doesn't come out that much.
Oh, it comes
And
out.
everyone has stars now. That's not even worth anything anymore. They used to be worth something. Now they're not. I got a star. Usually, I wish I could take a screenshot of it. Okay, I got
You
a
can hit
star,
the button.
and literally 6 other people next to me all had stars, and we're all going. I'm just like, whatever. And then everyone's a troll. And I'll be honest with you, I'm just as much as a troll as anything. When I get the star, I aim to hit other people.
Oh, yeah? So then why are you upset when other people do?
Because that's just the way it is. I'm not upset. I'm simply saying it's cutthroat at the back
Everyone's
of the leaderboard.
playing like
but
how you're
my point
playing.
is, when you start out first and you're way up at the front of the pack, you don't deal with that garbage in the back. And I'm simply saying, I know it's not going to change, but I like to point out the fact that CJ starts number 1 every cup. And I think that he plays a huge advantage.
Not really.
I think it does.
I don't think it's
Steve's
huge,
playing
but there's
devil's
definitely,
advocate, and that's
there's
fine.
definitely an advantage there. I don't think it's a huge one.
Oh, I think it's a huge one.
But to say there's none.
Let me
is
tell you
too
something,
absurd.
Mike. Do it one night at the CJ Play Mario Kart League, CJ Playmaker Mario Kart League, and see how cutthroat it is. And then you
I've
realize how
watched it.
valuable that number 1 spot is. That number 1 spot is very valuable.
You got to be able to hold it down.
To be fair, whenever CJ was always the host in the first, second, and third season, and he's only won the 1 championship. He practiced up between season 2 and season 3. Like, his season didn't stop. He just kept going.
I haven't played Mario Kart at all, so again, I had that. I can't be. I mean, I
You
gotta
don't
start.
want it.
I gotta start preparing.
You don't want it as much as CJ wants it, Dan.
So when's it return again in the spring?
February.
You gotta get into this thing.
We'll see.
Why not?
I just said we'll see. I didn't say no.
We'll see is a no.
I'd be happy to host some
I'd
practice.
say that genuinely leads more towards yes than no.
I
But
think
there is a
I
slight
think
chance of
Steve should
betrayal.
start up a Insane Games one.
I'd be down.
That goes
Steve can
opposite
handle the
seasons of
power.
the CJ Playmaker. So there's 2 leagues.
So that way I could start first and then get way far.
I don't care. I don't mind playing it. I'm just simply I know it's not going to change. Okay, but I like to throw some shade over on CJ a little bit, because you know what? CJ went right after me about the tires, and he's number 1 in almost all the races. I just like to point out that he's also starting number 1 in pretty much all the races, and the first one where it counts. If I was starting first in the first race, I bet you I have a little bit of a different outcome. Simply saying,
It's just like croquet, Dan. Just like croquet.
not at all the same. Not at all the same.
It's how you get to start last in croquet, where it's actually an advantage to go last, but you refuse to accept it. I don't think you'd once admitted that it's an advantage. To
It's
start.
not, because everyone. It's not an advantage.
It's the definition of an advantage. Have you ever played croquet, Steve?
No, but I played bocce.
And say when
I
you
think
hit
bocce's
the
not bad, too.
basically everybody goes, but every time someone goes behind someone, you can hit their ball and get an extra turn. So the person that goes last has the best spot. And
Okay,
Dan
what about
plays-
the person who goes
Dan
first
goes
right after
last
I go?
every time.
Yeah, what about the person?
Every time.
What about
Dan
the
goes
person?
last.
Mike, what about the person right after me when it starts?
That's
back
only
over?
if you have more than enough people to warrant that.
No. I'm talking about when my turn's over. Kathy has all the same balls that she can hit.
Okay, but she already went first, and she's
Doesn't
behind.
matter. You
Okay.
how many times have you won?
So it's
And you're
kind
in
of
the
like
middle
the
of the
same
pack.
then. So
Kathy's
CJ's
won.
up there, and you're in the back.
It all
and you're
works
getting
itself
all your
out.
powers.
It's just like a draft.
It's
It
just
all
like
works its way out.
It's just like how the people start in Mario Kart. It works itself out.
No, it doesn't.
Because the people in the front don't get
Nope.
as good of loot as the people in
No,
the
that's not at all.
back.
Not at all how it works.
I think it's making a lot of sense
It's
to you.
not
and that's
making
how-
any sense.
That's how you're upset about it.
Alright, we got anything to go over?
We do have one more thing.
Oh, that's right.
Steve's near-death experience.
So, put down laptop thing.
Whoa.
We ended the stream at about 11:40. Say our goodbyes. I head home. I go take a shower, hop in, mess with the water and stuff, fall back out, and yeah, I was.
So wait, you got in the shower and then you fell on your way out of the shower.
No, I got in. I was like messing with the water to get it to the right temperature. Stepped on a part that wasn't bath mat and just
So you got in, were adjusting your water, and then got back out?
No, I
He
slid out.
fell in the shower.
No, I fell out of the shower.
So you slipped
You
inside
fell in the
shower.
shower, but you ended up outside of it
Yeah.
from how you fell. Okay. So he was a pretty devastating fall. I'll let you continue now that that's
It
clear.
is. My spry young bones saved me once again.
So
Did you suffer any damage?
Oh, I got a big bruise right here, a big bruise right here. I broke a toilet seat.
So did you
Grab
rip the
that.
shower curtain down?
No, I didn't. Surprisingly.
So Steve fell out of the shower. He said he hit his head on the marble.
No, it was my shoulder.
Oh, I thought you said you hit your head on
The marble what?
on a marble like toilet paper holder.
Yeah, we have just like a weird tiley marble thing.
And what hit the toilet seat? Your side here.
Yeah, and my arm. It just ripped it right off the top of the toilet. It was.
And he said he knocked the wind out of himself and was laying there and no one came to help him. He said he had to text Nicole that he was in pain.
No, I told her I'm fine. Don't worry about the thud. I stood up and just
Blood.
Don't worry about the what?
thud.
Oh.
No, no blood. No
But
blood.
you stayed in that position to text her first.
Yeah. It was not my best.
I feel bad for you, but the whole story is pretty funny.
Yeah, I know it is really funny. It was not my best of times.
He asked me, he's like, do I got a mark right here, Mike? And he's got a little bruise right there. Looks like
Sometimes I don't understand how that type of stuff happens, but I've definitely pushed the luck myself a few times.
Steve, you gotta take it easy with the tumbling.
No.
I think that's number 2 I've heard. The rope over there.
Do you have like an older style shower where it's all flat and
It's a bathtub.
yeah?
With a
Okay,
shower.
that's like
That probably hurt to
where
fall out
I
of it.
live. I have a stone shower, so the floor is like textured.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's harder to slip. It's
that makes sense.
you don't slip on. And mine's a walk-in shower. Mine's not a bath. So my other bathroom is a bath, and that one I can see if you clean it, and it's like
You do
it's
clean
freshly cleaned or something, and you take that slip. Soap, when you clean showers, it gives it an extra.
Extra bit of slipperiness. Yeah.
And when you're doing that, and when people are like reaching or they're trying and they're on your tippy toes, there you go.
So it was the water running.
Yeah.
And all
And
I
then-
heard was the sound of
I
running
lost all
water.
the hot water.
No, when I got up, I texted everyone, like my mom, and everyone was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. We're gonna need a new toilet seat." After that, I hopped back in the shower. Was like, "All right, no water pressure." Turned it right back off. Went to bed.
How long were you on the ground for?
A good 20 seconds.
Oh, that's it? And you lost the water pressure?
Yeah, our shower head stinks.
Okay. Well, we'll have to upgrade that. You have to get a big one.
Yeah, we already ordered a new one.
When you go and grab your new toilet seat, you can grab a new shower head. What kind of toilet seat are you gonna get? I don't want to talk about that.
Oh yeah, I have to go to Walmart and look.
You
Is it
get a
making
nice
you go get
plastic
it?
or perhaps a nice wooden finish one
Not
for the
wooden
cheeks.
one.
You don't want splinters in the cheeks?
No, thank you.
Nah, we got
I
anything
think
else
I've
to
had
go
enough
over?
questions about this incident.
Do we have anything in the store that can clean screens?
Glass cleaner?
I don't want.
Yeah.
No, the one next leaves a streak.
We have the CD cleaner.
Oh yeah, you can use that microfiber cloth.
Oh, we have some of those. Oh, I'll take a look. All right, we got anything else?
I got nothing.
That's it for this episode of Behind the Counter. We have House Divided coming up next, right here at 6 o'clock, and Thirsty Thursdays later tonight. And then other than that, we'll be back next week. Until then, adios.
Adios.
Hit the button, Mike.
Oh, it's my turn.
Hit it, boy!